Every year, thousands of car enthusiasts gather to see some of the rarest and most incredible vehicles in the world. And today, we're checking out the biggest automotive event in the region, the Philadelphia Concours d'Elegance. This isn't your typical car show. We're talking about everything from century-old classics and Concours-winning restorations to modern supercars, race cars, and some vehicles that most people will never get the chance to see in person. One of my favorite parts about events like this is that every car has a story. Some of these cars have been meticulously restored over decades, some have been raised professionally, others are worth more than most houses. This video covers hundreds of millions of dollars worth of cars, brought to the Philadelphia area of Pennsylvania from all over the world. So let's get this video started and see what the Philadelphia Concours d'Elegance offers for 2026.
What's up, guys? It's Cheng's Lens back at it with the vlog. That's Cheng's
What's up,
Lens.
guys? So we have a pretty special day today. We're going to not a Cars and Coffee this time. We're going to a car show, which is basically what Cars and Coffee is, but a little bit different. We're going to the Philadelphia Concours d'Elegance.
Damn,
So
you said that nicely. Pretty good.
I do watch a few episodes of Quail coverages here and there, so I know a little bit
Know a little
something
bit of
about Monterey Car Week and stuff like that. But yeah, we're back in Phoenixville again, and this is actually my first time seeing my car in probably over a week now at this point. So
She's good.
she's a little filthy, but that's okay. She's been in Harrisburg actually for a while now because I just bought my S1000 Navarre and I can't ride and drive my vehicles at the same time. So I left it in Harrisburg of Hamley, and
Hamley?
yeah. Hammy. I was supposed to say Hamlet. and
Yeah,
then, Hammy, so.
yeah.
My bad, Kyle Hamlet. But thank you to Kyle for watching over my car for a week or so. And I have it back now. I missed this thing, and we're really late to the Philadelphia Elegance. Wait,
Yeah. Concours d'Elegance.
Concours d'Elegance. So let's hit the road. But we have my V8 and we got the Z over there. So let's get it. First, it's a really hot day out. It's really nice, but let's get a cold start on my 2022 P58 M440i in Ruby Star. And I also heard Drew just starting to see over there, so let's get going. This 3/4 looks really good. So as you can see, we made it to the Philadelphia Concours d'Elegance, and I have my media pass on me. So these guys got their general admission lanyards, but I got my media one. So we're off to check out the concourse. There's a few cars in the parking lot, it's pretty cool. Probably hit them up on the way back. Maybe some copyright music in the background, which is kind of sad, but let's go look at the concourse and see what is here. I see a Bentley setup over there, and we passed some pretty nice cars on the way in. On the drive takes you through this nice open field right here, and then yeah, you see a bunch of cars. I see a Rolls Royce over there, so some nice cars so far. Saw Roberto, a bunch of vendors, lots of Italian cars, as is the theme for this year. So let's check it out.
We got the Senna here, we got the F80, we got the SP3, and behind them we got the SP2 as well. So really cool cars and pretty exclusive. So there's a little bit of a voiceover because copyright music in the background, so bear with me. I was saying that how the F80 right here and the SP3 and the Senna here are some of the most exclusive cars where, I mean, the F80 and the SP3 are really ridiculously rare. I don't think I will ever have the chance to see one of these ever again, but the Senna is a little bit more of a more common hypercar, you can say, about a little bit over $1 million or so, 1.5 range, to some of the specs being over 2 million. But yeah, I mean, these cars are pretty exclusive, so I'm really happy that I got the chance to see them, especially these two Ferraris right here. And here I was kind of debating about the copyright music part in the background. I didn't realize how it would be so much blaring, overwhelming loud. So I apologize. I have to do a voiceover right next to these Ferraris. And even right next to these Ferraris, there's a lot more exclusive hypercars. And funny enough, as I was filming this, there was the Koenigsegg Regera that was leaving an exposed carbon. So this is a pretty sweet thing. This guy comes out all the time to the mainline Cars and Coffee events. And he actually just picked up another hypercar. And it's actually, I have an inside source for this. The Regera is actually going to be on consignment at the RDS dealerships in Philadelphia. If you guys are in the market for a hypercar and a Koenigsegg is on the list, this would be one of my top picks. The spec is amazing. This cherry exposed carbon fiber as well as a white interior, and so that thing just looks amazing. And unfortunately, you guys could not hear this leaving because of the copyright music in the background, so I do apologize for that. It was beyond my control. But moving beyond that, as all of these car spotters and photography people are kind of chasing after the Koenigsegg, we have his hypercar, that his other one that's here, that is the reason why he's kind of selling the Koenigsegg. This is his Aston Martin hypercar. I believe this is the Valhalla, and the spec is also really amazing. Next to it, we got the Bugatti Veyron Vitesse, and right next to the right of that, we got the Koenigsegg CCX. So the Bugatti and the Koenigsegg's, I mean, they kind of set the standard to what a hypercar is. So this is really cool. And you have on the other side, Pagani Greenwich, Connecticut, bringing out some of the exclusive cars. We got the Pagani Huayra there, and I just pointed at the BC Roadster in red. And we've seen another BC Roadster before, but not this one. And then we have the Pagani Huayra Roadster. And these machines are just so beautiful. Look at this glistening exposed carbon fiber in blue, and then we have the red on the BC Roadster. It just looks super amazing. I don't think the red was exposed in the BC, but nonetheless, the carbon in the hood looks amazing. And then all these cars are just so beautiful in the front and in the back. So arguably my favorite part of these cars are the rear. So we have these 4 tipped exhaust systems, and then we have the fins to help with the aerodynamics. The BC just looks so good on it. Taillights look so good on it. And just a sneak peek right behind me, there is the Utopia, I believe that's what it's called, on the new one. So let's go actually check that in with my friends at the Rolls Royce section.
So yeah, a lot of copyright music that I gotta take the bullet on. But these two have been fooling around over here with the Bentley and Rolls Royce show. So how was the selection of cars here?
Good, it's good. We were trying to figure out if that was a ghost or a phantom, but we correctly decided that was a ghost.
Okay.
Black badge edition too, so.
I did hear the extended wheelbase comment. So.
This one is not, but he's
right.
So I asked him the question, is like, which Rolls Royce is more to be driven in rather than driving? And he said the Phantom is more to be driven in.
So something that's like a little bit part of like my world now is motorcycles. So we have some really nice, cool looking and classic bikes. We have this Ducati here, and yeah, it just kind of shows the difference between back in the day versus like now. And now we have a lot of classic Ferraris here and Italian cars, which unfortunately I know basically like nothing about, but it's really cool to appreciate and just kind of see how the evolution of cars kind of come about. I mean, this looks nothing like the cars like in today's world, and yeah, it's just like some of the cars like you just don't never see like ever again. So it's kind of a once in a lifetime opportunity. And Drew mentioned that the steering wheel was a cork steering wheel, which is really cool as well. So just kind of shows like some of this material and the design of these cars you just don't see nowadays as well. Taking over at this car, it's just like he was kind of asking me like, you know, would I ever get one? And honestly, I don't know if I would unless I had like multiple cars and a lot of money. Otherwise, it's just not really dailyable and not very comfortable compared to the modern day and age and the technology and just like the comfort level. But we have even more classic cars here now that, again, I have absolutely nothing about. And he was kind of bringing up how the insurance thing, like how does that work? These cars are like classic cars, so you know they've been out for like years. That's like at this point. So just insurance, just like if it's not driven as much, but it's worth millions of dollars, then like what do you do with them? How is the insurance company evaluating it?
What'd you think? Beautiful. What'd you think?
I like it. I love those quad exhaust tips. See, this is how you know it's like a real exhaust with these classic cars. They actually put the exhaust on, not some dumb shit that Lamborghini even does now, where they just put like a little silhouette on the outside.
You can see the muffler.
Yeah.
This is pretty cool. Like, look how long this bonnet is. Like, everything about these cars are so much different from like the modern day and age. Definitely shows a time in the past that's quite different from now. You definitely don't see this every day. This is kind of cool. A Maybach van. Sprinter. Maybe a Sprinter? I actually don't know. No, it's not a Sprinter. But this is really cool to see. Like, the interior is insane. Damn. 120, I think.
So I wonder it's like that could be worth it if you're just turning a hammer.
Oh, low key.
Put an elk on it, you just slam it.
I gotta put this out of the video. But anyways, look at this 1967 BMW 507 Roadster. So this is insane. I don't think I will ever see anything like this ever again. It has this own like band and everything. This is insane. Wow. So these are all the Philadelphia dealerships, like the Supercar dealerships, like cars up there about it. So, God, that would have been a lot. Don't come after me in the comments. Look at the new Lotus Roma, I want to say. Look at the S90, the 765, the Arturo, the brand new Temerario.
So I indeed did misspeak. The Ferrari was not a S190, it was actually a 296. And the McLaren was not a 765, it was actually a 750S. But the Arturo was correct, Temerario was correct, Vero was correct, and we have the Revelto. Yeah, these modern day supercars, they look kind of similar. We have the S190 and the 296 that look a little bit alike, and the 720, 750, and 765, they kind of all look the same as well. But we have the special Ferrari feature where this was the same exact car, not the same exact one, but this car was in the Ford versus Ferrari feature where it did race in a series of races at the 24 Hours of Le Mans. And yeah, go against the Ford GT, and we have a bunch of other classic Ferraris that I again know nothing about, but that's okay. But yeah, there's a lot of cool cars here. I think I'm spotting for my friends right now, which I unfortunately did lose, and we have a tent behind me, which I kind of figured out that it was an auction event. But yeah, these are all the cars that are featured from the RDS dealerships from McLaren Philly and Ferrari. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Got the tents there. We have a line of supercars, modern day and age, plus the Miura, and these cars are just kind of the pinnacle of the supercars in today's modern day and age. And we have, again, even more Ferrari classics, which again I know almost like little to nothing about, but you can't help but appreciate just the technology and the engineering design behind these cars from the time. Like, these were like the pinnacle of the era that these were produced in, and there's this kind of aura behind them where like you just don't see these cars like ever in the modern day and age. So it's pretty cool to see in real life, and just the color spectrum. And I kind of noticed myself walking past my friends a little bit across the field, so I am now walking to Lincoln with them, just kind of see how they're liking the event and how the vibes are looking like. So
this is actually where the auction, I think, happened yesterday, maybe? This company from the looks of the logos and designs. Yeah, these, I have no idea what any of these are, not gonna lie. These are like too old for my modern day knowledge.
This shit recording? Is it recording?
Is this shit on?
I think it's recording. I don't know. Well, Kevin, you can take us out of the vlog. So, what's up, guys? It's your boy. What's my name? Yeah, your boy DJ Chandy and Kareem. We're vlogging now. Kevin's going to take over the vlog, so I think he really just gave me the camera because he wanted to take photos with his phone. So I'm doing this now. But yeah, we're over here checking out the Lightning McQueen, not the Lightning McQueen, the Cars car. If anyone of you guys know, Chick Hicks, not Chick Hicks. Oh my God, the King Strip Weathers, man. This is a Daytona right here. The big ass wing, man. I don't know if any of y'all are car people, watch cars growing up, but like this is a dream car right from the beginning. That nice blue color. This is red, obviously, but I mean it's sick. Growing up, seeing that car. Ooh. Growing up, seeing that car. Seeing how fast it was. See, for me, when I was like 5 or 6 years old, having a giant ass wing meant the car was super fucking fast because I had no understanding of aero or anything like that. So I saw that big ass thing. It's taller than like, I don't know, like a suitcase. You could fit 2 suitcases in that little like pocket over there. See what I'm talking about? I don't know if I can zoom this camera in. Right there. Crazy shit. I don't know what this is. Fairlane Custom.
I don't know either, but it's fucking cool.
Yeah, it's nice. This is Kareem. Enter the vlog. You saw him before. But yeah, we just out here. I have no idea how to hold a camera properly, so Kevin, this is gonna suck. But yeah. Welcome to Concours to Elegance. Pretty sick. Alright, so you guys know that one like TikTok trend that's going around? I forget what exactly it is. I think it's from a video game, but like it goes, well, it's like they're talking about like the character select, I think, and it goes like their name, all the characters, and then when it gets to the last one, it goes like Spider-Man, 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 Spider-Man. It's just on the same shit over again. You could do that over here. It's just like Ferrari, 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 Ferrari. All of these are freaking Ferraris over here. They're crazy. I mean, they have the lineage, they have the legacy, so I mean, it makes sense. But like, there's just so many Ferraris.
Yeah, common traffic.
Ferrari is common traffic, yeah, absolutely. I mean, it looks like it. Just, they're beautiful, of course, but like, oh my God, there's so many. So thoughts?
Tastes like money.
Tastes like money. Oh, is that the Saratoga water? Or Saratoga water, I mean?
Fiji.
Fiji?
Fiji right here. Fiji. No, right here. Fiji's.
Yeah, he's got Fiji.
I got Fiji.
He got Fiji. He's like that.
But, okay, so I know Drew took over the vlog for a little bit. I have no idea what he said, but just for a brief recap from my perspective, I mean, there's a lot of cool Ferraris here. We got the 3 matching yellow, we got the F430, the S90, and the 458 Speciale. So really cool cars in the same exact spec. So if you guys don't know this about me, my personal favorite Ferrari of all time has to be the 488 Pista. That is my personal favorite. Look at the camera go. But a close second, and arguably one of my first top contenders, is the A12. Let's give me a butcher. A12 Competizione, yeah.
Yeah, we're not Italian.
We're not Italian.
Mamma mia!
Okay, there, I'm done. But anyways,
gotta keep that in.
Really cool cars, Ferraris here, but even like, I mean, some of the cars from McLaren of Philadelphia is gone now, but they had the Roma, I believe, in the 296. So my first time seeing the 296 up close and personal. So I really did like the car. Just don't have to see it too often, but I really did like the car. No matter if it has a V6, I think it looks really nice. Heard did a good deal with it. Can't say the same about their brand new Ferrari, which I don't want to get. It's just litter in the mail, but that's okay. But yeah.
And this is kind of the part where like my
car's
is not cooperating with me. There's a lot of wind noise, which I should have kept in mind and brought my actual mic.
Still pretty cool. Got a bunch
I'm
of
just rocking the
on
camera
that
body
side,
mic, so
which
don't
I put it
come
up on my
but
phone. I don't really
yeah, there was a lot of
cars.
cars. A lot of cars from the Ferrari and McLaren of Philadelphia have already left.
There's a lot of stuff
or
going
like
on here, so it's just hard to
Rolla
appreciate
and
every single thing at the end of it. So, and like you see like these one of these random cars in a parking lot, you spend like your entire attention just on one single car. But when you have like hundreds, tens and hundreds of like really nice examples of like really good cars, then it's hard. But Yeah, I think my personal favorite of today, honestly, probably one of the Hypercars on here. I really like the SP3 Daytona. That's probably my personal favorite for today. The Pagani's, the BC is probably a top contender as well. I think it looks amazing. Just my personal taste, don't come at me. Yeah, we got 2 Scuderias right here. One for road and then 2 more F430s, which I don't think are Scuderias. Scuderias.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, we're going nice like 360s, you know, some classic Ferraris. But again, the Automotive Concours is probably my favorite side. And that side is probably 488 pieces, which I got the pista. The AGP pista.
At this point, I was kind of done with the Philadelphia Concours Elegance. Kind of walked around, saw everything. But on our way out, we saw the baby Countach and the regular Countach, and basically the same exact spec. So these are pretty cool. I've only seen these on YouTube videos, aka the Stradman when he had his baby Countach. I'm not sure if he still has it or not, but nonetheless, it's really cool to see the baby Countach and the real life version. And we have the A12 Competizione leaving now, which is really sad to see that go. But goodness gracious, does she look amazing? But yeah, Juve is taking the camera here, as you can tell, and I think the audio is a lot better here. So we'll go back to Juve in 3, 2, 1.
Everything matches very well. It's like if I zoomed in here and then pulled here, it would look the same. Lamborghini Countach, the actual one. Bro just said that I'm pretty much done here.
I'm pretty much done here.
Yeah, and then he came back here and started recording. Typical influencer over here. Look at that, so proportional. Like I said, if I zoom in here, you would think it's a Countach. You don't think anything of it. And then, bang. Very similar. Same wheels, wheel arch proportions, the doors too, the doors match.
These guys checking out the LM. So this is, I've never seen one of these before. This music is blasting very loudly. This is really cool. Probably, yeah, I've never seen this in real life. Probably will never see this in real life. Sena's still looking pretty here. This is the part where they're handing out awards now. So a lot of cars are lined up. The classic car here.
So as you can see, we're back and we are walking away from the Philadelphia Concours, and we are back in Juve, and we did not park next to each other, unfortunately, because there was no spot. But luckily, I did get a nice spot at the end of this parking lot there. Nice R8, by the way. And yeah, I luckily found a spot underneath a tree. So I got some nice shade while Drew was kind of out banking in the sun. But it was a lot of good times and a lot of good cars. And yeah, this was quite the event. And I'm really glad that they were able to pull this off. But turn off to this video. Thank you guys for watching. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.
Porsche GT3 RS with the wing.